If you're an online fitness professional and you do not have a high ticket coaching offer, you're losing money every single month. Today, I'm gonna make it very, very simple and show you how to build a high ticket offer for your fitness business without any tech skills or needing years and years of experience. Now, my idea of a high ticket offer makes you a lot of money, but also gives you back your time. What I don't like is trading time for dollars, as in you're offering a high ticket service and you're also losing a ton of your free time and losing the quality of life that you're trying to accomplish. So what I like to do is show you how to really automate a high ticket offer using a very simple software, Kajabi. Now, if you're new here, my name is William and I teach online fitness professionals just like you how to build and grow an online fitness business without having to make viral content or dump money into ads or even having a massive social following. So if that's you, you wanna grow online, you wanna make a lot of money as a fitness professional, you've come to the right place. So I want to just jump right into really just sharing exactly the way I built and run my high ticket online fitness business. Now, this has been running for about 3 years now, so there's been a few different renditions of this, but I'm going to show you the bare bones of what a high ticket coaching offer looks like. Does it require a lot of time? Does it require a lot of high tech skills and a massive team? Absolutely not. I don't have a massive team. I have 2 great assistants that work for me on the admin side and video editing side. But as far as the coaching elements, it's really just me. And I have a lot of free time still, despite how many students I'm currently working with. Now, it goes without saying, you have to first start with the concept. You have a very specific audience, a niche that you are working in. You have a very specific result that you get these people. And really what you're trying to do is build out a process or a program for these people to actually go through on their own with your assistance that's gonna get them amazing results. Now, in the fitness space, I work in the back pain relief arena, right? I am a fitness professional who has a history of chronic low back pain and was able to use movement, exercise, and mindset to get myself out of the chronic loop of pain. And I really just teach people how to do that for themselves. So my process is a very repetitive type of structure that I can take a lot of different types of people through to get the exact same result. So what I'm in the process of now is scaling this. How many people can I have coming in that does not require more of my time, but I'm able to still make more and more money every single year. So let's jump in specifically to Kajabi, the software that I build out this process in. So what you're seeing here is the behind the scenes of my Kajabi account. So I have a monthly membership with Kajabi. They host my website, they host my email list, my funnel, my products, my offers, my payments, my refunds, everything you could ever imagine running an online fitness business. Kajabi does it all for me. Now, a part of what they allow you to do are build out courses. So under the products tab, you see these different types of courses or things that you can do. Now, in this case here, we're just gonna talk about a course, a program or a process that you're gonna take someone through to get a very specific result and charge a premium price for it. Now, what you see here is my course library. These are the courses that I've built for free guides, for paid courses that are self-guided, along with my high ticket offer that I offer now. So these are a lot of different courses covering a few different topics, but today I'm just going to speak to specifically my high ticket offer that I'm running right now. So this is the background. I'm gonna take you to 2 different pathways. I'm gonna show you what it looks like finished, done, complete, and active. Then I'm gonna show you behind the scenes of how to build this. Is it super easy? Is it hard? Is it complicated? And I'm gonna shed some light on some key areas that are really, really important as far as the process of building out your high ticket offer. So this is behind the scenes of the course process that I take each and every one of my students through. So before we dig too deep into the process of building your online fitness business high ticket offer, you've gotta understand the importance of having really good tools to back up a high ticket offer. The most important thing when it comes to building out this course that you want to offer people is to make it as automated as possible. You do not want to trade your 9-to-5 job with another job where you're just constantly around the clock having to teach and reteach and do things over and over and over. You want a software and a program that gives you the ability to create it once, deliver it once, and then get the results for the people that they're coming and paying you a premium price for. Kajabi allows allows you to do that. Now, if you do not have a software yet, you don't have an online business, or maybe you have one, but it's being done through PDFs and Google Sheets, you've got to step it up eventually to make it easier for yourself. Kajabi makes it super easy. They actually have a 30-day free trial that you have access to through the link in my description. You can go to thewillrichards.com/Kajabi. That'll get you a 30-day free trial. If you decide to keep it, you love Kajabi for yourself, I'm gonna send you another free guide called my 30-day Kajabi Cash Flow Quick Start. That guide's gonna walk you through the next 30 days, the most important things on building your business using Kajabi. So you don't have to think, you don't have to guess, you don't have to stress or worry about if you're doing it right. I'm literally gonna show you how to do it step by step. All right, let's jump back in. So it's a very specific curriculum that is structured in a week by week format. So just to see the preview option, it's called the Strength and Pain Relief Accelerator Program. And I take people through a very specific process week by week. And what their goal is to work through this process all the way to the 12th week and have gotten the results that they're looking for. So after the build out, after it's all done, it's being delivered and people are buying and getting into this program, this is what they are ultimately looking at from a deliverable perspective, okay? And I'm gonna break down some specifics of what the high ticket coaching comes with. So bear with me, I'm gonna go into more details as we kind of unpack this. Now that you know what it looks like to be finished, now let's look at really how hard or easy it is to build this out for yourself. So the cool thing about Kajabi is I can go back to the products tab and let's just start from scratch. Let's look at what we want to do, or let's just build an idea from nothing, okay? So I'm gonna go over here to new product. I'm gonna click on new product and it's going to come over here. You can have different options of what types of products you wanna do. You wanna build a community, you wanna do a coaching, similar to this, what we're talking about here, podcast. I'm just gonna do a specific course. Let's just keep it nice and easy for now. And we're gonna get started with that. Grab my keyboard over here. So title, let's call this a back pain relief course. Title is How to Beat Chronic Back Pain in 90 Days. Let's just say that, okay? Brief description. This course will walk people through a 12-week. I'm gonna show you specifically why I did that. It's gonna mean something once they process the information. This course will walk people through a 12-week process of overcoming chronic back pain naturally. All right, uses information to generate content and additional resources, which is pretty cool. Also, you'll see what that means. So we had this idea, right? And you can always go back and change this. You don't have to do anything. Here, really quickly, if you want to customize the course's appearance, again, you may not have everything done yet as far as the logo and the color scheme, but you can actually pick things out. So you can make a primary color, you can make an accent color, and we'll just pick this out and we can do a specific image. If you wanna have a specific image, let it upload. You can use any kind of image. You can go into Canva, you can build out a specific image that makes sense for your product. Either way, Kajabi will accept all of it and you can make it super custom and look awesome. Now, obviously you're picking whether it's a free course or a paid course. This is gonna be a paid course. Let's just say it's gonna be $2,200 because that's a nice high ticket offer. Stripe, we're gonna accept PayPal. You can change it up if you want, depending on where you're at. You can even skip it for now, doesn't really matter. It's not a number, let's try that. All right, so we get to the part where we are applying what the price of the course is gonna be. It's gonna be a paid course. It's gonna be a one-time payment. You can do multi-pay, subscription-based. I have a multiple payment option. I have a subscription-based option for my high-ticket coaching. It really just depends. You can pick the price. You can have them pay what they want, Stripe, PayPal. Let's see if it accepts it. It's thinking, it's thinking, it's thinking, and bam. So now what we're looking at is the course outline. What is the outline of the course going to look like? The cool thing about Kajabi is once it kind of takes your information, your brief description, you can even go into detail with that description to really give it like modules and like different topics you want to talk about. It'll take you to what is the back end of your program, the coaching program, and it gives you some ideas of what your structure can look like. Now, this is one of those nuances that will change with every specific high ticket offer. What I suggest you do, if you're trying to build a high ticket offer, take a look at the process that you take each one of your students through. Let's say you do postpartum weight loss and you have a very specific diet that you start them on for the first, let's say 6 weeks. And then from there you transition to another type of diet that you might add in more carbs or take away fat or whatever your process might be. And then the next 6 weeks you do another type of detoxification process, or maybe you start doing weightlifting or whatever your process is. You have a method to your madness. You have a very specific path that that you take these people through. What I want you to do is think about, okay, if I were to sit down with somebody and they say, hey, I want the exact thing that you teach people how to do. Walk me through your process. You can be like, well, there's so many nuances and you gotta do this, but you have to understand when you're building out a high ticket coaching offer, if you want it to be as passive as possible, as in you don't have to always be teaching and teaching and teaching, they just can have the information in a very structured step-by-step format. You've gotta be able to extrapolate that from your brain and put it into a course format. Now, Kajabi does a great job with teaching you how to do that. Now, this is just an example of what it'll kind of create through AI. It has an understanding chronic pain. It has a natural remedies for chronic pain. And then it has a mind-body techniques for chronic pain. Now, these three are great ideas when it comes to understanding pain. You definitely want to understand the process of chronic pain. So I'll definitely teach some modules in there, which is what I do inside of my coaching program. And then I might have some bonus materials such as natural remedies, things like that. And I also do teach the mind-body technique for chronic pain as well. So this is good, but obviously it's not a complete process. What I suggest you do is think of a timeline. People want to see a specific result by a specific time. If you can structure like I do in a 12-week format, I'm gonna get you this result in 12 weeks or something close to that. That's how you wanna build out your process. So you wanna kind of mind map this. Think of this step-by-step process that you would take someone through. What do they do first? What do you want them to know about postpartum weight loss first? What's the educational pieces that you want them to truly understand before they start going through your step-by-step process? If you look at mine, I have a getting plugged in. I have a quick relief protocol, which is kind of like the key desensitizing tools that we teach them before they start breaking into each week. But you see, each week has a very different focus as far as strengthening and getting them out of pain. So your 12-week process needs to be formatted in a way where you can build this out. And the cool thing is you can do this with Kajabi. So if I wanted to add content, I want to add a module to this. So let's say it's just gonna be week 1. Description, starting your weight loss journey. Whatever you want to do, right? Create module, you'd have an image. Now you have week 1. And let's say, well, I got 11 more weeks to do. Okay. Well, you've mapped out what each week is going to be. So all you have to do is add content, add another module, and continue that step by step by step. Now, let's say you want to add content to the week 1, right? You have to do this. All you have to do is say, okay, I want to have 3 lessons in week 1. I want to talk about their timing of their nutrition. I want to talk about when they work out, and I want to talk about sleep. Those are the 3 most important things that postpartum moms need to understand to get the results they want as fast as possible. So what we do is we just add content, right? We're adding a sub module, which can be nutrition. It can then another module can be weight training, something like that. Or you can just add lessons to week 1. So what a sub module might look like is, let's say it's weight training. Okay, this is under week 1. The cool thing about this, under the weight training module, I can add more content. So now I'm gonna add a lesson under that module. Let's say weight training for noobs, whatever you wanna do, right? That's the lesson that you wanna have underneath the week 1 material, but under the weight training module that this is being held under. So you can organize it and you have a little drop down window, boom. So you can see how we're organizing this stuff. Let's say I want to add another lesson around customize it all. Every image that you have can have something there. So let's look at the shoulders week, right? This is my week 6 and 7, but if you click on that, it opens up, it drops down to the lessons, and now you have the content within the specific week that you're in, right? Or the specific module, whatever you want to kind of call it. I have information here. I've got the workouts, I got the daily workouts, movement strength library. These are just videos of actually working exercises that they follow. These are all inside of this. So now that I have my weight training, I can do as many lessons as I want. Now I want to add content to this. I can break down meal plans. I can do breakfast, lunch, whatever you want to do. And now you have content underneath each major module. So what happens is when all these things are, right now they're drafts, so no one can see them. But once they are active, you publish this, publish this, publish this, and all this is published because you're still editing it. You can actually see what it, now this is gonna look kind of funky because it's not a complete product, but you can get the bird's eye view or a preview of what it looks like. Bam, ugly colors, but everything that you are seeing here can easily be modified. You're gonna add images to this. These are the modules. This is week 1. You can categorize it so you see it the way you see mine. When you look at the actual program, you're seeing the bird's eye view of everything in line. You can actually edit the layout of the product so you can have more of a syllabus or a table of contents version, where I like it to be spread out like this. So when you see it, it's almost like a card deck. You have the different modules laid out. If you don't like that, you can have it running down this way here, where you have week 1 and then below here is week 2. You can do a lot of different things with the layout and the structure of how you want people to see this. And that's what's so cool about Kajabi, because you're able to really customize a lot about what the program is being, or how it's being presented to the individual. Now, you have your idea. I would always suggest that you start by writing everything out. Write out week 1, what are they learning? Week 2, what? So you have it written out, you have a proof of concept, you do this already. Now you've mind mapped it to give them their actual structure. Then it's just playing around and learning the tools that Kajabi comes with when it comes to editing and moving things around. And that's where you come into the behind the scenes option. Once you have the Kajabi build out template where you're kind of building out the modules, the content, you're uploading videos, then you have a customization option where you can go in and you can change this ugly yellow color to something more sleek, right? Maybe it's gonna be this color here. If you're like, you know what, I don't like, the image that I have, I wish I had a cooler background image, I can do something or change the actual image. Now, Kajabi does a lot with AI as well. They're incorporating a lot more AI work into what they offer here. So it may work, it may not work. You may have to use other resources to kind of teach it the type of images that you want it to show, but it does use AI in all over the different types of course programs you can make. You can use AI to help you build the stuff out if you kind of get stuck or need some creativity, okay? Other than that, everything here is customizable. You can change how it's being portrayed or projected to the actual customer. You can edit everything you see here. You can add, change colors, images. You can have things linked to other pages. You can have, for example, if you wanted to add downloadable sheets or something like that to each of these things, you can go back into the editing part where you're actually adding content, and you can do all that. You can add PDFs, you can add downloads, you can add checklists. Everything that you see is easily customizable to make it the way you see it here. I like mine to be very simple, very streamlined. All you're focusing on is the actual result that you're trying to get. I've made this better over the years, but at the end of the day, what I have found to be really impactful for people is to make it very, very simple. If they're in week 1, don't give them a ton of stuff. Break it down into very specific things that will help them, and then just make it easy. The cool thing is when you're building out a high ticket offer is it's going to change. Your first rendition is not going to be the best option or the best rendition of what you put in front of people, okay? So be willing to change, be willing to get feedback, and you will make it better. Now, we have to put a price to this thing, right? We kind of already established what we're gonna charge. You might be charging $9.99. I have a whole video that you can check out on how to price your high ticket coaching offer. You can check that video out here. It'll be in the description box. So definitely go check that out. But what we need to do is attach an offer. Let's say you wanna send a link to someone to join your program. The cool thing is about the options to how you do this is you build out an offer inside of Kajabi. So Kajabi has a very specific way of doing this. And what you see here is a lot of different options of different types of offers that I sell. So for example, you have, let's say, a 2-payment option. And this is a brand new version of this. But what I do is I build out an offer that has a very specific price. It has a very specific logo. It comes with very specific courses once they purchase. After they purchase it, I want them to have specific tags applied to their name so that the automation that I've built out for my high ticket offer is there and actually working. So I have a very specific tag, and I also subscribe them to a very specific post-purchase email funnel. I call it my coaching onboarding sequence. And this is what makes it very, very simple for me. So once they purchase the offer, right? So they have this offer, and we can just use, here's a preview. They're like, hey, I'd love to join. Maybe you got off a sales call with them. They want to do it. Now what? Well, I'm gonna send you I usually enroll people online or over the phone right while I'm having the meeting with them. But you can send them this link. They put in their email address. They hit go. they make their payment, debit card, credit card, whatever they want to use. They hit go, and it's going to ask them to put in a password, to create a password for their account. They do that, boom. 3 minutes later, once they've gone through your enrollment process, guess what? Kajabi applies a tag, so it categorizes them as a one-on-one student, so they only get custom one-on-one student content. Then it can subscribe them to a specific funnel. So now they're like, well, what do I do? Don't worry, you've already built out an email sequence that's gonna walk them through step by step how to get started with that coaching program. So really, the idea is to make your high ticket offer as standoff as possible so that you have more time to help people. You don't want to like trick people into buying something and they don't get you. No, they're getting you, but you be very specific with how much time they're getting of you, but also at what level they are getting your services. So I offer the coaching program. It's the one-on-one coaching program. I offer a weekly check-in, which is not a live check-in. It's done through a type form application kind of thing where I send them questions. They answer the questions that I have every Sunday morning. They answer these questions. They also can ask me questions. They submit that on Sunday. I come in on Monday and I turn on my camera and I go over each and every single one of my students' personal check-ins and record a video response to their check-in. And they're getting that every single week that they're working with me. So as they're working through the curriculum on their own, they're also getting check-ins every Monday morning sent by me, making sure that they are dialed in. Now on top of that, they get email access and they get access to a weekly live Q&A that they can use as well. So they have a lot of touch points, but it's not just me always being available to them whenever they need. Sure, they can email me, but I don't have to always be available for them. What I've done is create a really, really detailed, amazing, life-changing coaching program that's laid out, and all they have to do is follow it step by step. So you have the offer. Once they purchase the offer, they gotta get something. So they're gonna get your coaching program, which looks like this, and you can layer this. You can offer more coaching options for them. You can offer different types of courses. The sky's the limit. Now we can go off on tangents and start building sales pages and landing pages and things like that. But this specifically, the most important thing that you understand is that A, know who you're serving, know the audience that you're serving, know what result they're coming to you for. What specific thing are you able to get them in a specific amount of time? Think of your best student who got the best results. What is that best result, and in what time period can you get most people through that specific result? Once you have that idea, you can name it, you can get creative, the logo, the colors, then you need to mind map it. Put it out on paper, open a Google document. You can even go into Kajabi. They can kind of help you through AI, map out and plan out different modules and things like that. But the number one thing to do is before you start to build it, write it all out. What is it gonna look like? What's the steps they're gonna take? What's week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all gonna look like? Once you have that all done, the build out's super easy. Kajabi makes it so easy. And if you're looking to get into something like Kajabi, you actually have a 30-day free trial access through my personal link. You can go to thewillrichards.com/Kajabi. You can try it for 30 days free. See if you like it. If it works for your business, you love it, and you decide to keep it at no further cost to you, I will get a kickback for you joining Kajabi under my affiliate link. Again, it's not gonna cost you anything else. It goes to me supporting this channel and making more content for you. And it's also going to allow you to grow your business, and you're gonna love Kajabi, I promise you. Now, if you decide to keep Kajabi and use it for your business, I'm also gonna send you a free mini course called my Kajabi Cash Flow Quick Start. It's a 30-day quick start guide to building out your online business using Kajabi. So you don't have to figure it out. I'm gonna show you exactly what to do. Again, just go to thewillrichards.com/Kajabi, use that link, and I will give you all of this stuff if you decide to use it. Thanks for watching. God bless, and I will see you on the next episode.